Good morning, folks. I'm Nik Rak, host of RCTV. What you're going to see today is we're going to be showing some F1 racing. And what's really neat about F1 cars is F1 cars are probably one of the easiest ways to get into RC racing. So if you're an F1 enthusiast, check out some of this action. Okay, I'm here today with Faraz Majid. Faraz, F1 cars, right? I mentioned earlier how it is very simple to get into. It's not that difficult of a car, but it really comes down to the driver. Now, what are the main aspects of driving that you really have to look out for when you're driving this car?
Okay, to start off with this car, build it as for the kit instructions, right? Once you're done with that, you got to fine tune it. Fine tune it the way you drive, because everybody's got a different style of driving. Once you find your sweet spot, be soft on the trigger.
So describe when they're cornering, how some of the better drivers are coming through the corners. What are they actually doing?
Well, when they're going down the straight, you always make sure that you brake when your wheels are straight, right? Because if it's turning and you brake, you'd slide out. Because you've got so much power on the back,
wheels, yes.
right? So always have your wheels straight. And just before you come into the turn, slow down a bit. I would say don't put in too much brake, put in a little bit of drag brake, slow down a bit, let the momentum turn you, and then accelerate.
Okay, so let's take off the body here. We're going to take a look at it. Let me pop the antenna out. Now, basic setups in this, there aren't too many. That's the whole thing that I was trying to say to people out there, that this is really a driver's car. Now, what are some of the basic setups that you really have to concentrate on here?
Well, it all depends on the track condition. I would true it down a little bit. Bring it down as low as you can.
Okay.
Reason being, when you have too much of a roll on high speed, when you're taking a turn, there's a good chance you'd slide off.
Okay, we're here with Ray Ranmath. Ray, we're going to look at some finer points of RC racing when it comes to F1 cars. Now, I was talking to Faraz earlier, and he was telling me a little bit about the F104. Now, with the 103, how much different of a car is this car?
Well, it's a bit wider, Nick. There's more stability in the width of the car in that it has bigger tires. It resembles an older style Indy car.
So a little bit shorter and a little bit wider.
That's right.
Body-wise, if we look at the two bodies, you can also see it, folks, in the bodies. This is the F103, which is the old one that we've had for over 15 years.
Absolutely.
And that's the new one. So you can see also how much different that actually looks. Now, is this play a big difference as well? Is this a little bit more aerodynamic, maybe?
No, I personally don't think so. This F104 body, although a lot more detailed than the 103, is actually heavier.
Oh.
I was surprised at the weight of the 103 body compared to the F104 body compared to the 103.
So it goes to show, looks are deceiving.
Absolutely.
But that one right there is a lot lighter than this one. And you can feel it actually.
You
like
can.
If you actually hold it.
That's right.
I can actually feel this has a little bit more weight to it.
But at the same time, the 104 body is a lot more durable. As you can imagine, as any open wheel class, you're going to have a lot of contact.
Now, if you were going out there and telling people to run a car, like to start with, would it be almost better off to start with the 104 because it is going to be probably pushing this car out and learning on this one?
Yep. I would definitely recommend the 104 as the car to work with. In this TCS series, I think the F1 class is the easiest to get into for anybody, and the F104 is definitely the way to go.
Winner?
I don't know. Gotta double check. See how it is.
Beautiful race.
Yeah, try to be smooth out there, but like it's too bumpy the track, so you gotta just feather the track. And
You ran well. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, thanks.
You're doing really well with the F1 car today. Now, why is your car, I notice you're a little bit more stable, a lot quicker than the rest of the guys?
Number one thing is the diff, actually, with this car.
Now, show the people what the diff actually does, if you can spin the car around.
Yeah, basically, when a car is driving straight, both wheels are coming in like perfectly parallel, and then when it basically comes into a turn, one wheel will spin faster, which is the outer one.
The outer one. Well, there you have it, folks, a closer look at F1 racing. Make sure you go out to your local hobby store, pick up an F1 car, join a local club, bring the family out, and have a great time. Do some F1 racing. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Now it's time for the big boys with cool toys tech tip of the week.
Now, Alex, I bought this battery, right, which is a LiPo poly pack about 2 weeks ago. When I first charged it, I was getting 20 minutes to charge, and it was great. Now I'm down to 5 minutes. There's just something wrong with this type of battery?
Are you using a balancer?
A balancer?
Yeah, a balancer. With LiPo batteries, they either come in 1, 2, all the way up to 10 cell you can get for some helicopters or planes. This is 7.4 volt, and that means that it has 2 packs in here, right? And with those packs, they can become uneven. If they become uneven, then your run times become lower and lower.
So you mean the voltage is uneven between the 2 packs inside?
Yes, so when it charges, basically it stops. So when the top pack's charged, when you put it into your car, the lower pack has a cutoff in your vehicle, and that means your time gets slower and lower. How you can prevent this is if you get a charger with a balancer, that basically there's balance tabs on the side of LiPo, all LiPo batteries. Plug it in, and the current comes into here to charge the battery, and it goes out of here, and each cell is being properly balanced so that you get the maximum run time. Yes.
Well, there you go. Now I'm going to run my battery right. That's your big boys tech tip of the week.